الأخبار السلبية الآتية من الغرب تفسد مزاج الأسواق، لكن ضيف بالدرهم الدائم في الموسم الثاني جاري دوغان رئيس الاستثمارات الأول في بنك الإمارات دبي الوطني يرى أن الوقت لا زال وقت الاستثمار في منطقة الخليج.
Well, the markets are still encountering lots of mixed news, good news and bad news. Unfortunately, the bad news is really dominating. Over the last few weeks, we've seen a further deterioration in the information that we get out of the US economy. And last week, there were a number of confidence indicators that came in significantly below expectations. Also, when we saw housing starts, those came in at some of the worst numbers we've seen in recent years. The second point is that the Eurozone problems continue, and every time the politicians tell us they've solved it, it gets away from them. And last week we saw Fitch, one of the credit agencies, say that the Greek debt was now the equivalent of junk. And that meant that bond yields in Greece rose, and everyone saw the problems in the Eurozone in a further negative light. Now, the problems of the Eurozone have been compounded in the past weekend by election results in Spain that again call into question whether Spain could end up being in a similar situation to Greece. We don't think that will be the case, but these problems will continue to weigh on investors and really stop markets from making much progress. So where do you search for some value and opportunity? We still believe that opportunity is in the fixed income markets, and maybe there is some good news on the horizon. Globally, we think that inflation will start to fall back. Commodity prices seem to have pitched at a very high level and are starting to come down. And with that peaking in commodity prices, inflation will fall, and that'll be good news for bond markets in general, and particularly in this region. And this region continues to be helped by the relatively high oil prices and relatively good, vibrant growth that we're seeing in both Saudi Arabia and the UAE. So continued caution and just modest opportunities, mainly in our own region here in the UAE.